Welcome to the C-Files, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so that you might get these insights and updates. When it comes to news, I let other people report on the news. I comment on the news, and I do Bible lessons and Bible studies. All right. Now, the first thing I want to talk about in this video is why I haven't been on in about a week or so. And it's very simple. Other things have taken priority, including my family and my health. I have been dealing with a few health issues, and every once in a while things flare up on me and I have to make that a priority to deal with them. And frankly, I'm not in the right mind to do a video. Sometimes medication will mess with concentration and also make me groggy at times that I would need to be doing a video, and I don't want to do a video in that condition. So we're working on this. The doctors are doing what they need to do to take care of this problem. Second thing I want to talk about is Mark Robinson. And that is that the one thing I know is that the Federal Bureau of Investigation and other federal agencies that are involved in those type of investigations have admitted, especially the FBI, have admitted to putting pornography on the laptops, the computers, or whatever other device is used for searching the internet of those whom they want to take down, of their, quote, enemies, unquote, of the list of people that they want to eliminate. And so they will falsely plant these things on the devices and then accuse people of looking at illegal child pornography or things of that nature. So when these type of accusations are made, it's hard to know if the accusation is accurate and real, or if it's just projection by those who actually are viewing that type of material, but then blaming or projecting their own sin upon their opponent and try to make their opponent look guilty, or if they are just making it up anyway, or if it's real. And it's hard to know. So without evidence, without something to back up the accusation, then it's really impossible to know if those things are true. Now, as long as something is not illegal in the civil sense, and the office being sought is a political office, then, that might go to the character of the individual running for the office, but there's no legal issue here. If someone were looking at adult pornography on their devices, and they were trying to become the pastor of a church, an elder, or are currently a pastor and elder, then yes, that would be an issue. Ecclesiastically, that would be an issue. But if it's a council member, a mayor, or a governor, something like that, legally, or actually as far as holding that position goes, there's nothing that would knock them out of that position. It doesn't disqualify them for that position civilly, even though it would disqualify them for an ecclesiastical position in the church. So these accusations against Mark Robinson, people who are non-thinking, who don't really take the time to look into this carefully, they just believe whatever is put out, and then they just run with it. I don't do that. I need definitive. I need evidence beyond a reasonable doubt, which is what's required in court to convict someone before I will believe the accusations. And so in my book, Mark Robinson has done nothing wrong at this point in time. And so I still support him for governor of North Carolina. So there's that. Number 3, the assassination attempts on Trump. There's been 3 up to this point, 3 that we've been told about that we know of, and the last one was the chemical attack in Arizona, and that was after the individual that was caught trying to shoot at Trump on the golf course, which was after the one in Butler. So 3 attempts, 3 fails. They've attempted to take him down in court. They've all failed. They've attempted by impeachment. It's failed. Pretty much everything that they try against him fails. Now, why do you think that is? Well, I believe it's because they're trying to pick a fight with God's ultimate sovereign providential will. And they're up against an opponent that they will not be able to defeat, and that is God Almighty himself. In other words, just as God chose Nebuchadnezzar to be his instrument in performing his judgment against nations, just as he used King Cyrus to be his instrument to return Israel to the land and rebuild Jerusalem after the captivity in Babylon and then the captivity in the Medes and the Persians. God is using Donald Trump for his purpose at this time, and I believe that that purpose is to take down the illegitimate and anti-Christ and anti-God and anti-truth and anti-moral New World Order and everything that goes along with it. The deep state, the Council 300, the Club of Rome. You can call these organizations whatever you want to call them. The World Trade Organization, right? The World Health Organization. All of these different organizations under the umbrella of globalism, which simply is a way of saying the oligarchs that want to be the kings and the dukes and the rulers of this world, and to suppress everyone else to become serfs, as Klaus Schwab has deemed, you will own nothing and you will be happy, which Noah Yuval Harari, his top aide, also stated, which George Soros has been financing a lot of this opposition against this, trying to help people to just have normal lives and live their lives and have their families. That is anathema to the people who are attacking Trump. That is anathema to the people who are attacking Mark Robinson. They not only want to destroy them, they want to destroy you and your family. And it doesn't matter if you're a Republican or a Democrat. They don't care. It doesn't matter to them. You can be a useful idiot and then just be destroyed later, or you can be the opposition and be destroyed sooner. But either way, they're going to destroy you. They're going to try and destroy your family, and they're going to try to turn your relatives into, or your relatives, that's correct, into a serf, right? Your ancestors, those who come, your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, to be serfs under their oligarchy. And so what will they use to get their way? They'll use beepers made in Taiwan to blow up in your pocket just like I did to Hezbollah. Okay? They will use the hospitals and their protocols. We'll leave it there. They will use the government to kick in your door, the agencies to kick in your door, to plant pornography on your devices, to do whatever they can to destroy you. They will, if they could get away with it, they will use a fake emergency, which they will make up and they will fake it, to declare martial law and suspend the election or completely do away with the election. And martial law will bring in the plan for oligarchy and serf existence. They will use whatever is within their power to use to make sure that you and your family, whether Democrat or Republican, liberal or conservative, it doesn't matter, are under their thumb so that they can control and regulate every single aspect of your life. That's the plan. That's the ultimate thing they want to do to you. And so all of these details in the news that you're seeing, well, they're just small partials, pieces of the puzzle. But I'm giving you the puzzle, the big picture. The individual pieces of the puzzle, the news is giving you that. Trump has given you that in speeches, in coded words and messages. And so they will be used to try and counter the actions of the NWO. Now, here's the problem that the New World Order has. They inadvertently, or maybe on purpose, have picked a fight with Almighty God, the creator of heaven and earth, the ruler of the universe, all-powerful, all-knowing, right? The God who created everything, full of grace and mercy, but also full of holiness and justice, and his wrath is not something you want to deal with. And the only thing these oligarchs are doing is fast-tracking their way to an eternal hell, burning with fire and brimstone, and making it hotter as they go, making the wrath of God even more sure and more intense when they get there. It's pure insanity, folks. It's nonsense. Rightly did Christ say on the cross, "Forgive them, Lord, for they know not what they do." And I'm telling you right now, the oligarchs that are trying to take down Robinson, the oligarchs that are trying to take down Trump, because, Robinson stands for Jesus Christ, and they hate that. His opponent hates that. And Trump stands for taking down the New World Order and the deep state, and they hate that. And they hate the fact that he's talking about eliminating certain income taxes, which is, I believe, an incremental way of eliminating income taxes altogether and taking down the Federal Reserve, which is not our friend. The Federal Reserve is just another arm of the New World Order. And the Federal Reserve is there and designed for the purpose of keeping the American people under financial slavery. That's what it's there for, in my humble opinion. It is a private bank. It is not an arm of the government. It's contracted with the government, just like a private business will contract security with a government agency, things of that nature. Or maybe they'll contract with someone to come and build a government building. It's that type of a contract that the Federal Reserve has with the government. But it is a private bank just the same as the Bank of America is a private bank, just the same as Chase is a private bank, the same as Wells Fargo is a private bank. We can go down the list. And yet, the Federal Reserve has done more damage to our country than anything else when it comes to finances. And they've told you a lot of lies about 1929 versus 1930. There's a lot of lies. The purpose of the Great Crash of 1930 that brought in the Great Depression is not what you have been taught in school. So go research it. So here's the point. Don't believe everything you hear on the internet. Don't buy into the propaganda that you're being fed on the news media. They are liars and deceivers by profession, just like Satan is a liar and a deceiver by nature. So, grace goes a long way, folks, and discernment goes a long way. You're going to have to discern your way through this election, and you're going to have to use a lot of grace. So, and also be smart. Be smart. Also realize that as much as the other side, the New World Order is accusing populist candidates of evil, that just means that they're projecting their evil onto those candidates. And the evil that they are really talking about, which they are committing, is exponentially higher than what they are accusing of their opponents. Thanks for watching. God bless. And we'll see you when I'm up to par, which hopefully won't be very long, on the C-Files once again. God bless.